Hi, guys. This is Queenie, and thank you for joining me for another episode of Queenie Unfiltered, where you are sure to be read the filth. However, I promise you will come out clean and pristine. We keep it real, we are honest with ourselves, and most importantly, we practice being beautifully balanced inside and out. I'm so sorry I missed y'all last week, but thank you for rocking with me this week, all right? Tonight I have a special guest, and we're going to be talking about this whole the whole high value man woman phenom. However, I do want to get into my Wednesday our midweek read real quick because it's been some bullshit going on. The energy kind of shifted, you know. Things been a little stuck around me, and I'm not sure if everyone else is feeling that shift, but we're just gonna pull a couple of cards for our midweek thingamajig. I said thingamajig on TV. Woo, country. So we're gonna pull a few cards and get right into that. Also, you guys have probably noticed that the girls aren't out today. I had some constructive criticism from a few viewers who said that my titties be tittying and they couldn't focus on the content of what I was producing because the titties was just doing too much. So, this is for them, you know, this is for them, this is for them. But next week, though, my titties gonna be out. Y'all ain't paying me to cover up my titties, all right? This is Delightful and Delicious. Delightful and Delicious have their own personality. They have been around since before Abraham. Ooh, we got some Queen of Wands energy and the Seven of Swords energy. Actually, I put the Seven of Swords in reverse, right? So this just makes so much sense. The Queen of Wands is that passion. It's that warmth. It's that love. It's that love for all things like humanity. It's that want and need to be just and fair and nurturing and warm, right? But then we have this Seven of Swords that's in reverse. That's just kind of, it's taking us back, right? So what this tells me is that right now, me particularly, but maybe you as well, we're not really in our element right now. We're not really in our bag. We're not really focusing on the things that we thrive in, the things that make us whole, the things that make us thrive in our femininity or our masculinity or our full selves. We're not showing up. I think that there's a little reversion. Something has to be in retrograde right now. I'm not fucking sure what. Google it and drop that shit in the comments, okay? To somebody tell me what the fuck is in retrograde and Google it and put it in the comments. And also, if you have a question, please feel free to hit the link in the comments and ask, and I could attempt to answer it live this evening, right? But something is in retrograde and something is pulling us back to our lesser selves. We're having some really low vibrations right now. But towards the end of the episode, we're going to talk about how we can use affirmations to lift our spirits and lift our energy. So that's perfectly okay. So we got that out the way. We got that midweek read out the way. We're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. Now, moving into our bedroom boom segment, I have a special guest, my lovely frat brother, Mr. Brandon Walker, is joining me to talk about this high value man and woman phenom. Can you hear me, Brandon?
I sure can. Can you hear me?
I sure can. Hello.
Hey,
And welcome to Queenie Unfiltered.
thank you. I have issue off the bat.
Oh no, see you come in starting shit, nigga. Can you say
Now,
hello first? Can you buy me a drink first? Damn. Come on.
oh, look, it has to be said. In this time of equality and equity that we fight for, them titties need to be out. We fought for too long. We've hashtag free the nips for decades.
I think that was in reference to breastfeeding or maybe breast cancer. I'm not sure. I don't really think it applies to this show. But
Hashtags can evolve.
I do agree these titties need to be out. Okay, my titties do not. Listen, I haven't worn a bra since the fucking pandemic, and I also haven't had any back problems since the pandemic started too. Okay, so I'm kind of protesting brasiers right now. Really underwear, but we ain't gonna talk about that because my mama don't need to know I don't wear drawers on a regular basis.
Underwear is a crutch.
You say that, but you don't have the lady parts. You know, draws, and I say draws because I wear the big cotton draws. I don't even try with the cute shit, no thongs, nothing too motherfucking tight, no boy shorts, no. Straight Grandma Bertha draws around this bitch. They do serve a purpose, okay? Draws do serve a purpose, all right? But again, as of right now, I'm on strike. Okay, the pandemic got us. I don't have to leave my house for work no more. I just don't feel the need to wear draws and bras, unless I'm in a church. And I don't live in a church, so.
I wish our society would just be open enough for us to just freeball it or free badge it.
But can you imagine all the moisture and the sweat? You know, and then we live in Louisiana. It's too fucking hot to not have on drawers. You know, that shit gets running down your leg. And you be like, what's around this? What's this caught on my ankle? And you look down and it be a little secretions and shit. You know, so dry it up. Maybe not completely freeball it,
but if we you just gotta give it time. Like, as a society, we didn't like cell phone. When cell phones first came out, they was like, the devil is gonna give you brain cancer and all that stuff. Look at us now. It is the devil. It's probably giving us brain cancer, but we don't care.
So what that got to do with draws, though?
I'm just saying.
Draws are a necessary evil, okay? Draws are a necessary evil. I will say that. Now, everybody don't have to wear them, but I am a girl that has to wear draws. I gotta have on some draws sometimes. Home and shit like that, okay. But you know, I can't just be out all willy-nilly because I have men falling all over me if I ain't wear drawers. Just the Mac loose booty. Well, you know what? You a pervert, so
I am not I am a nympho, not a pervert. Let's just get that out the way.
Okay. Well, excuse me.
I will say the smell of vagina is tempting. Now, here's the thing. If I, as a man, I know the sweet smell of vagina.
Mm-hmm.
I also know the sweet smell of bad vagina.
I wasn't gonna be the one to promote that kind of toxic femininity and just really break down women like that because that's not what I do. I don't endorse, negative stereotypes. But that's why I said some draws are a necessary evil. Some bitches need draws, okay? Some bitches just they need draws in Jesus.
Themselves.
Draws in Jesus and Summer's Eve. So, I feel you and I feel where you coming from. However, as someone that uses the women's restroom, I can absolutely tell you that draws are needed. Because if it wasn't for no barrier, can you imagine? Especially in the heat. Brandon, look. Come on. We come on. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about this high value man woman shit. Well, what you got to say? You're married, obviously. I'm unmarried, right? Unpopular opinion, opinion, I actually agree with the concept of a high value man or woman. Reason being, and hear me out, as a single woman, right? And when I say I agree with the concept of high value man and woman, I don't agree with how it's presented by that zesty ass Negro, right? But I do agree in applying a type of value to men or women. I'm a 31-year-old unmarried woman, educated, you know, successful. It is it is more likely for a man to find a single woman, no children, good job, good education, um, without kids and things like that than it is for me to find a man in my same age group with those same qualifications. So you just have to be bringing something. Not only that, I don't believe in struggle love. So I feel like if you put a high value on yourself, to me it's a form of esteem. To me it's a form of esteem. I put a high value on myself and I don't expect anything less from my partners. And I think that that's fair. Now, all this whole, what the people were saying, because I was doing some research on it. People were saying about, people making $10,000 a month. That's nice. I don't really think that's realistic. It is realistic in certain areas, but I wouldn't be requiring a man to make $10,000 a month to date me. Like
Yeah.
that.
Okay. So full disclosure to all people watching, I'm married,
Mhm.
beautiful wife, 2 kids. I'm not in these single streets. If I was, I still wouldn't agree with this high value bullshit. And here's why. Trying to put valuations on characteristics only gonna lead to your downfall. If you're gonna be it's like, okay, I value myself highly, which is great. So a high self-esteem is always great for somebody. However, it goes a little bit too far when you try to value yourself and not be able to afford yourself. If you place your value at, okay, I need to meet somebody that's making 150,000 a week, but also is not at work all the time. You need to be able to be with me all the time, but when I don't feel like being bothered, his ass just go away and not do nothing, not cheat on me.
Mhm.
It just the way that you in it and the way and your expectations that kind of get in the way of the whole concept of high value men and women. And also, value is subjective. Diamonds are plentiful in Africa. It's plentiful everywhere. Diamonds are everywhere. The only reason that it's valued highly is because we made it valued
I could agree with that. I think where Americans fucked up, right? Or black folk fucked up, or the followers of Kevin Samuels, or what have you. In full disclosure, I've never listened to him. I was turned off by the zest, okay? If I wanted zest, I'd have some fucking lemonade. I'm not following his conversations. Um, I think that we have gotten things a little. Well, I think we have our cake and we want to eat it too. We want to marry for love, but we also want it to make business sense. And I don't think you're gonna. I don't think. I don't think you're gonna get the two, right? At all. I don't think that you're gonna get the two. And hear me out. Hear me out. I I firmly believe you have to pick one. Either you want passion and all the bullshit that comes with passion, giving somebody that type of power over you, being vulnerable to allow your heart to break, whatever, or you want to build an empire, right? High value men and women, I think that works if you're seeking to build an empire. I want to build an empire. Fuck love. Love is not gonna push me towards my ambitions. Love is not gonna give me uh to make my dreams come true. Love's not gonna do any of that. but a partner that understands the assignment will get me there.
You trying to get your Bill Gates?
Hello, I deserve a motherfucking Bill Gates. Sure fucking no.
And you see them.
But I mean, and that's just me. So I don't come thinking, oh, I'm gonna be in love with this person that's also going, like, no, it don't work like that. Ask Big Mama, okay? Ask your grandma. They'll tell you, you either marry for love or you marry for money. And I do believe that people have the ability to love the person they're with or to fall in love with the person they're with. But I also think that if you go into something and you're like, oh, this love is unconditional, it's flaws and all, and we can be sleeping on a bus stop and eating out of trash bags, and I'm still going to be with this person because I know that he or they have potential. No, I'd rather be comfortable and not in love and fucking the pool boy than in love and in poverty. Can't do it. So I needs me a high value nigga. Okay? A nigga that got that esteem, a nigga that got that value on himself, a nigga that believe in me and my value and matches me and my value and is want to work with me on combining our intrinsic values and rising and increasing it. That's just that to me. And I can love you and I cannot love you, but you know, marriage is a business. It is.
It.
So, you're married. You tell me.
So I agree with most of it. Mm-hmm. You shouldn't fall into a relationship without truly thinking about if you want to be with that person for whatever reason. I would hope that you're, going into marriage for love. I'm not, ignorant enough to think that everybody wants to be in marriage for love. But you should look past love and see if you want a life with somebody. Love is great. It'll, pick you up in hard times. It'll comfort you in the coldest of nights.
But you said love comfort you in the coldest of nights? Because I thought money did that. Because money buy blankets and shit.
Money plays light. But
I'm messing with you. Go ahead.
I think, at least in my opinion, people really fall into like 4 camps. At least right now, in my eyes, they fall into 4 camps in regards to love and marriage. You got this motherfucker talking about high value men and women, where the value that you have is the value that you give another person, monetarily, or in that realm, rather than how do you make me feel, or do you complete me, or I complete you. I see that camp. I see the Dr. Umar, who, Black power, struggle is real. You're my black queen. I am your king. You will make an empire.
When's the last time anybody seen him with a black woman? But I digress. Go ahead.
I don't know.
Go ahead, because we running out of time. Go ahead.
Got that. You got your Tyler Perry's, where you find a man like, you know what, he's rough around the edges, but I think I can change him.
Oh, that's that struggle love. Yeah, I ain't with that shit either.
I'm a little bit with it. I have a soft spot for it.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. You got your celebrity loves. The loves that look good on the outside. They take a picture, have a byline. That's all you see, and that is what you reflect on yourself. Like, I want Barack's marriage.
Right, and people don't realize that Barack and Michelle went through therapy and had to go through fertility treatments and I get that.
I want Bill and Melinda Gates' marriage. I want the Bezos marriage. They see those celebrities.
They getting divorced though.
Right. That's what people don't see until it happens.
Right. Oh, I got you. I got you, and I thank you for your input. I think that this was a good conversation. I think that we can definitely get into more of this at a later time, like actually defining uh, healthy relationships, defining uh, the value or what have you, high value, low value, whatever, who should and should not be dating. But that's another conversation for a different day. We're
All
gonna
right.
wrap it up.
All right. Maybe one day I'll talk about how me and my line brothers actually calculated love.
Oh my God. Y'all are nerds. Y'all
You was
are
drunk.
nerds. But I'm gonna let you have that. I'm gonna let you have that. And I'm gonna speak with you later. I appreciate you joining us, Brandon.
No problem.
All right, good night.
All right.
All right, guys. So we're gonna wrap things up with the check yourself segment. We're gonna talk about how to use affirmations to raise your vibrations, right? So there's this method called the 555 method or 333999, whatever you want to call it. Is where you speak something 3 times, write something 3 times or 5 times or 9 times, and do something 3 times, 5 times, or 9 times. So um if you're trying to manifest money, trying to manifest love, trying to manifest self-love or better feelings towards yourself, you can think it a multitude of times, write it a multitude of times, and say it and speak it. I'm sorry, a multitude of times. And keep repeating this for like however many days. So if you're writing it for 3 times, you want to do it for 3 days. If you're and so on and so forth. So 3, 5, 7, 9. Um, it's important to speak affirmations or practice affirmations daily to raise your vibrations because we're surrounded by a lot of energy. Have you ever noticed that when someone is having a bad day, it really fucks up everything, or you can like feel that shit in the room? It's real tense, it's real heavy. You kind of be like, well, what's going on? What's wrong with you? It rubs off on everyone. And we're already dealing with a lot. We're still knee deep in the damn pandemic. We don't know when things are going back to normal. We're still juggling being teachers and workers, or maybe we got laid off. So the last thing we want to do is to feed into negative energy. So practicing affirmations just kind of help us build up ourselves, right? And take better care of ourselves as well. It particularly helps if you're feeling down, depressed, just in the dumps. It can help lift your moods, and get you back into a routine of things that will put you on a path of happiness, right? So tonight has been great. Thank you for joining us. Please join us next Wednesday at 9 p.m. Central Time, where we will be talking about Beauty and the Bull, the age of the cuckold. And I am looking for guests. So if you are interested, if you are a cuck, you have a cuck, or you know a cuck, please holler at me at Trap Tarot Nola, TrapTaronola at gmail.com, because I would love to hear from you. Enjoy your evening.